Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. It's another fine day. Today is hump day. Hopefully everybody had some humping. Maruta, Andrew, Bartman, what's going on? Miss Sunshine, Bermika, welcome. Crystal, we got Sarah, and I think that's it. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. It is middle of the week. We are so close to the weekend, and after the weekend we have, well, actually in the weekend we have the new year, and I am excited about the new year because I gotta get out of here. So yeah, they're opening 13 apartment complexes within a mile. 13 apartment complexes within a mile of my house. So I need to get out before my house value goes down to $1 and it's auctioned off somewhere, you know. That's not going to be good for anybody, especially me. So yeah, we got to move and get out of here while the getting is indeed good. So yeah, Reiki, what's going on? Good to see you. What is going on there? There we go. Miss Sunshine has, I don't know if I have PayPal. Miss Sunshine, we got Super Chat, we got PayPal, we got anything you want ready to go. RR and Black Swan, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. So I guess tomorrow we will be doing a bunch of boxing. We would be jamming all of my possession into boxes and see how far we can get with that. So all of that, I've never seen. Has anybody, I mean, vote in chat. Other than like Manhattan, has anybody ever seen 13 apartments within a mile radius? I mean, like, vote in chat. What do you think? Has that, I mean, other than Manhattan, have you ever seen that? I went looking in like New Jersey. I went looking in some of the more populous places like Houston. I have no idea. I've never heard of that before. But yeah, apparently that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah. Anyway, D's current feelings for me. Let's see where this is going. Backbone, thank you for your double donation. Black Swan, thank you for yours as well. All right, we got the sun. This is definitely D is on the road, making things happen, moving a lot, getting some motion in, making some activities in the background over there. You do have the sun. They're just out and about. They're doing all sorts of things. They're roaming around. They're seeing where they can go, and you know, they're sort of just running around back and forth at this time. The sun just kind of feels like a place where they're trying to find warmth. They're trying to find basically a light that can shine on them, that can look upon them and what have you. Ace of Wands is they're sort of busy. You did have, I believe, a Knight of Wands in your other reading, which is interesting. So you're getting a lot of these sort of the new feel, or I need something new, I need something exciting, I need something to keep my attention going. And this kind of feels like possibly where where D is quite often. You just have that thing to where I need something new and exciting and moving across, getting things done, right? You sort of have that Ace of Wands feel here. And that's sort of frustrating sometimes because it is one of those where you just gotta put up with it, right? Sometimes you're not the new thing, sometimes you're the old thing, or what have you. But yeah, the Ace of Wands. The Six of Cups is they are reaching out to individuals, reaching out to other people. I think they're reaching out to you as well once things do settle down. You do have a Six of Cups over here, sort of. I want to maintain a connection, but I want new things. So we need to do both worlds, both adventures at the same time, and that is what I think their feelings are there. There you go. Where's Philippe? I have no idea. Philippe vanished. I don't know where Philippe went. Effie, welcome, and thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Andrea, welcome. What's going on? Or Andrea, I don't know how you pronounce it. Anyway, let's go with Black Swan. Does R desire me? That is a good question. Let's see what's going on with that. Queen Cupcake, welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? It's a hump day. It is a happy Wednesday indeed. So a couple of more days until the weekend. We got the New Year celebration going on. I will be streaming New Year's and New Year's Eve and New Year's most likely. Tomorrow, I do have a tarot class. Where is a live class. You can come and visit and hang out with me. It's a little bit earlier. It's 2 hours earlier, and that'll be the only stream tomorrow. So there we go. All right, does R desire me or not? Page of Wands says they used to. I mean, they used to really have this enthusiastic look, this enthusiastic feel, where they did desire, they did look, they were excited, they wanted to see where things were going, where things would end up. There was a level of excitement, a level of sort of anticipation of sort of things moving, things going on out there. The Moon says sort of their emotions have gone through a little bit of a transition as sort of through there. Joëlle, thank you for your donation. But yeah, that Moon just says that it's more of a sort of a late feeling. It's more of a laid back kind of connection, laid back kind of feeling. And it feels like that is just something where the connection is going to go a little bit more into the emotional stage rather than just pure desire, pure lust, or what have you with that. Miss Sunshine, thank you for your donation. But yeah, that Ace of Pentacles, it just means right now they are trying to build stability. Could it be with you? Could it be with some other individual? Whatever it is, it just feels like I'm trying to build some stability. I do think they'll be coming around and they will be chasing you moderately soon. I really think that, right? As far as desire, as far as looking, as far as connection. But just be aware that the level of intensity has just gone back a little bit, and it is not as prudent. It's not as intense, I guess you could say, as it previously was. Well, there we go. Sandalwood and frankincense. There we go. That sounds like the beginning of a beautiful song, a backbone, a general reading. Where are we going? What are we doing? And how are we doing it? More importantly, let's go over here to the Tarot Tower and grab the Wizard's Tarot for this. If you don't have this, this is an amazing tarot deck that you need in your life. By far, you need this. You need a bunch of them. They are absolutely astounding, amazing, and something that you have to have in your life as far as I know. Anyway, general reading, where are we going to go? It feels like the Chariot. You are in a motion sense. You are in that motion phase where you need to get going. You need to get moving. You need to have some things, at least going from point A to point B. You definitely need to have some things going downhill, rolling, collecting, expanding. It feels like you're not comfortable sitting still right now. And that happens to, happens to all of us here and there. Kizuwanda, thank you for your donation over PayPal. But you just have that strength card after this, and then the Emperor. So be aware, you have three majors here. I think you're in a major point in your life. You're in one of those stages where you need something. You need basically more. You need an expansion. You need a push into the next kind of phase over here. And it feels like a lot of times you're not getting that. You're not getting a lot of the opportunities that you need. And I think that's frustrating for you indeed. The Emperor says you may have to force or you may have to create some of these opportunities that you have been waiting for. You have been sort of, because at some point it is a matter of waiting doesn't get us where we need to be. It's a matter of getting out there, just making things happen. And I think that's where you are at. But yeah, you're on sort of a major point here, and that could be good in several ways. All right, the other backbone. We got Sarah, Carine, Emma, and a double Emma. Thank you for your donations tonight. I appreciate you. All right, what's new and unusual, changing and coming this year? Backbone. I think you're in market for something. I think you're in the market for something very expensive. I think you're spending more money this year than in 2023. I think you're spending more money in 2023 than you have in 2022 and 2021 combined. I really think there are some big purchases that you need to make, some big enthusiastic kind of things you need to embrace, you need to go forth, you need to sort of make happen. And a lot of times you're really not going to be prepared for that. So I would start saving my pennies now. A Ten of Swords, it says something just stops working. You do have, some unusual, some changing things. Well, number one, you have to make some big expenditure. It could be some challenging things in your life to where, I need to do this and need to do that, and it's just not working for me. But that could be kind of, where you're at. But yeah, that Ten of Swords says expect some conclusions to end after 2023 begins, and you definitely want to be prepared for the next phase, the next level with that stuff. Four of Pentacles, again, just talks about saving your pennies because you do have unexpected expenditures coming, and you are going to have to address some of those as they go. Ace of Swords says sort of communication is going to be your forte, especially in the first couple of months of 2023. So, hey, if you need to sort of talk somebody into something, if you need to get some hard, difficult communications out, this is going to be the time to get that done by far. So there we go. There you go. A couple of interesting things coming about with all of that. Taku, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right, Joëlle is next. What are Keenan's current feelings towards me? Let's see if Keenan likes me, if Keenan doesn't. I know Keenan loves the teddy bear tarot. Who doesn't love the teddy bear, the dancing teddy bear, no less, tarot? And that's going to be it. That is going to be it. Can't wait for 2023. 2023 should be interesting, to say the least. I do think there's a lot of things going on in 2023. So one of which is my getting moved. So there we go. I've never heard of that many apartments. I don't know how that will affect anything. So yeah, definitely have to sort of take some action with that. We got Kizuwanda with 2 PayPal donations. Thank you so much. All right, let's go here. Keenan. Ace of Pentacles. I think they found what they want. I think they found you. There's sort of this interesting thing here where they found what they like. They've found something that's inspiring, that's exciting, that's new, that's sort of brings their attention. That definitely sort of it focuses their intentions and their attention on to you. I really think that you do have it. But yeah, that Ace of Pentacles just says, let's do something. Let's get started. You got not only Ace of Pentacles, but the Ace of Cups. I think they do want to get some things moving, some big things started. I do think they're sort of shuffling in that direction where they're ready for some things to happen. The Devil says, be careful what you wish for, because I do think there's a price to pay with this particular relationship. Maybe it's minor, maybe it's something not so bad, but it's just kind of one of those. You have to take the adventure and see where it goes, at least. And I thank you for your double donation. And a Journey, I thank you for yours as well. We got Miss Sunshine is next, and we're off to PayPal. All right. Came a little after, but did you get it? Yes, I did. Will David and I get together soon? That sounds exciting. And I thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. All right. Will David and I get together? Will we be a nice connection? Will things happen the way, the Hermit, if you're willing to work on it, if you're willing to pursue it, chase it, if you're willing to sort of make that action happen, I think you have a good, strong case here, right? It doesn't look too bad. It's not perfect. It's not amazing. You don't have the Lovers followed by the Two of Cups, followed by this, that. You do have a little bit of a success if you're willing to go for it. If you're willing to take the chances, take the adventure, future. A lot of times we would love something, but it does need to be sort of addressed with some of the issues that caused us to break up, to not be together in the first place. The hermit. I really think we're going to end up back where we came from if we don't address these situations, if we don't open the doors to communicate, to figure out what went wrong and to, fix things, right? But yeah, that's going to be one of the issues. But I mean, that's going to be it, though. I mean, you do have sort of a 5. If we don't, I mean, we can get together again, and then we're going to be back to where we started in phase 1. I really don't think that's good for you or for Dave. So, you're just going to have to address the issues that were there before. Otherwise, you're going to be in the same situation once more that you were in. So that is where we are with all of that stuff. All right, so I got Miss Sunshine done. Off to PayPal with a Kizuwanda double shot. Kizuwanda wants to know 2 questions. Let's see. Roommate. We got a roommate question. Why is the roommate moving out? Maybe because there's 13 apartments coming in. I don't know. Housing. All right, so we got roommate and we got housing for Kizuwanda. Let's make it happen over here with this deck. Everybody's well, not everybody's. Most people's favorite. I mean, you do have a lot of fans of the Elemental Wisdom Tarot over here. All right, first question is, why is the roommate bailing? What did we do? Did we fart too much? You can tell me, Kizuwanda, are you gaseous a little bit? A little too many beans in the mix? I mean, that's okay. It's okay. You can tell me. That's all right. But yeah, let's see where we're going to go here. King of Swords. I think they just got a better offer. They got someplace else they really want to be. It feels like that you got to sort of accept that, because they just need to get away. They need to get a better place, better offer with that. Wheel of Fortune says they want to make a new normal. They kind of are not satisfied completely with the new normal, with the normal that is here, but that's something that you're going to have to sort of put up with. But yeah, the 10 of coins. I want a happy home, happy family. I think they just got a better offer, better opportunity, and just sort of making things happen with all of that. So that is it. That is it indeed. So there we go. I do think so. I think we got a little bit better offer, a little bit better position, a little bit kind of better thing going on. All right, the second question is about housing. What do I do about my housing situation? Roommate is going to move out, and I need to figure out if I replace her or take the extra money myself, or what is going to be patient, or what is going to be happening here. It feels like that Ace of Wands, the Devil, and the King of Cups. You're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it, I do think that's how we're going to have to happen there. You have to pay for it. Getting a roommate is going to be more difficult than you think. I think that's the bottom line. Getting a roommate is going to be more difficult than you think right now. So just be completely aware of that as far as that goes, right? You do have an Ace of Wands. It feels like that there is a lot of adventure. A lot of people are sort of looking for a place to live, but they're not in sort of a roommate situation. A lot of people are sort of excited about that. It feels like the price of things are at this sweet spot where I can get a place by myself. I can do something independently with that. And the Devil card says it feels like that just the roommate situation doesn't work right now for this particular situation. I don't know why, but it does feel like that you're going to have to do a little bit of the pay. King of Cups just says sort of get out there, make it happen, and just sort of, do what you need to do there. So yeah, I think you're just going to have to pay up. Miss Sunshine, I did your reading already. I finished it about 5-7 minutes ago. Scroll back 7 minutes, and that is your reading. That is your reading indeed. Miss Sunshine, go to where your name is up here. It'll say Miss Sunshine, and that is where your reading was. Rewind about 7 minutes, and there we go. All right, what am I supposed to learn from S? A lot of times we are in that harsh reality of having lessons come in the hard way, come in the difficult way, and I think that's going to be it. All right, let's see. All right, Sarah, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, is ours message going? How's he happy? Why he likes to spend time with me? Oh, that's a unusual situation for sure. Anyway, Mina, welcome. Good to see you. Let's see. What am I supposed to learn from S? Really feels like the Three of Swords. It feels like just a matter of independence. It feels like just a matter of functioning by ourselves, learning to function by ourselves, learning to accept that sometimes things are a little more difficult than they need to be, and we're able to move past that. It's not something that's just terrible. It's not something that is just going to be horrible. It's not going to haunt us. The 3 just says, yeah, I mean, this is a situation where you're just going to have to sort of accept the pain, accept the, just sort of accept the situation as is. And that's something a lot of times we do want to be in control of every little thing, but a lot of times we have to let go. And letting go is part of the lesson here. 10 of Pentacles. What can I do for a happy home, happy family independently? What can I do as far as that goes? And what can I do without a certain individual, or sort of maybe with a different individual in our life? And what do you want to do there? But yeah, the King of Wands just says it is about a level of fiery action that needs to be led by you. Basically, that's kind of, yeah, that's sort of the learning, at least the lesson from all of that. Carine wants a little bit of a general. Let's do that and see where this is going to take us. Carine, welcome back. Good to see you again. Yeah, we got the Kawaii Tarot for Carine, right? And there we go. We'll see where this takes us. We'll see what adventures we have going through the general reads and where this is going to take us. All right. So I'm gonna guide this. I'm gonna guide this a little bit and see where we're gonna go. So I'm gonna guide this in the direction of relationships. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus on relationships for this particular general and see where it's gonna take us. Relationship wise, you got a 4 of Wands. That's sort of interesting. I think a lot of people are leaving you hanging. Really just leaving you hanging to where you're not able to get anything steady. You're not able to receive any basic communication, some leveled communication, some dedicated sort of fixes. And it just feels like people are just leaving you hanging with maybe false promises, ideas. And I think you have a swirl of ideas, of potentialities, of things that are around you. And it's sort of confusing as how to go. A 2 of Swords that says relationships are something that do take a weird turn and will continue to take a weird turn for a little bit. And you're going to have to just accept that as sort of how things work. The 2 of Swords is sort of that module to where we have 2 different worlds. And so I think the relationship ideals that you have are over here and relationship reality is over there. And you're kind of in the face of the relationship reality right now. Page of Coins, it says, getting something stable is more difficult than it should be. I think you have run into that where you really want to have something that is sort of a soulmate feel, a dedicated feel, and sort of getting that lined up is a little bit more challenging than you had thought. High Priestess says you do have a sort of a new reality coming in with relationships in a little bit. So if you can wait around, if you can sit around, I really think that's going to be a great opportunity for you. The class stream is free. Everything on this channel is free unless you want some emotes, and you got to pay $1. You got to pay $1 if you want emotes on the stream. So become a member and pay your $1. I wanted to make it free, but YouTube wants to screw you over for whatever reason. Or you can join the Patreon. Patreon as well is $5, $10, $20, whatever level that you want. And it has tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. It has an endless amount of stuff on it. So yeah, you will be there. If you join the Patreon, go ahead and wait. Do it when you have a day off, because going through all of this stuff will take you forever, because there is so much stuff over there. Anyway, Sarah, what is coming my way? What adventures do we have over there with the Sarah? And we got a married person stalking Sarah as well. I assume the marriage is not going that good if they're hanging out with another lady. I'm just saying, unless it's a pretty relaxed marriage, you never know. Music Hour, welcome. Good to see you. What is going on? All right, what is coming my way? Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. You do have a level of new adventures here. That's interesting. We have Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups a minute ago. Now we have an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Wands. I really think you have a new adventure in love sort of coming in there, sort of where we're going to take it out. The Ace of Cups over here is kind of startled. It is kind of shocked. I think the relationship that is coming, the opportunity that is there, is going to be a little bit of an unusual kind of thing. It feels like it's not something that you would normally sign up for. Let's go there. Ace of Wands does say if you're going to pursue this, you do have to pursue it independently. This is something where it's not sort of guided through. There's not a level of sort of comfort and convenience. You do have a degree of like, wow, this is kind of a painful for me with that. A Knight of Cups does say that, yeah, you do have somebody that is emotional, very watery sign type of thing. They are going to be kind of adventurous and very emotional. They do wear emotions on their sleeve, and they do not like conflict as well, so you're going to have to put up with that at least a little bit. Natural Yogi, I thank you for hanging out with us and your donation. Overall, 7 of Cups. Like I said before, you have multiple opportunities this year. First one I think is really going to be a water sign. See where it goes, see where that's going to be it, and I think that's all you really need to know about that. Well, there we go. Notes of my notes. They had a better offer that is satisfied. They got a better offer. They got a better place to live. That's it. Kizuwanda, they got a better place, a superior place to live. That's why. All right. Now, how's ours marriage going? Is he happy? Why is he like spending time with me? Because you're awesome, Sarah. Is he a water sign? I mean, that's an wait. Is he a water sign? Sarah, you can tell me. You can tell me. It's okay. Is he a water sign? What's going on with all of that? Okay. All right. Well, how's the marriage going? We do have somebody that likes to spend a lot of time with another girl when they're married. That usually is not a good sign. I'm not saying all the time. I'm not just grouping everybody under the same umbrella, but unless there's an open marriage, it's usually not a good sign. 10 of Coins. They do feel more comfortable with you than their wife. I'm going to say this now. No, he is not. Okay, I'm going to say this now. He likes you better than the wife. Now, I'm not saying sexually or anything like that. Just feels more comfortable, feels like things just flow better, feels like things just are naturally better. 10 of Coins. I just have a happy home, happy family when I'm with you. I just sort of jive. Yeah, you can tell I'm we just sort of relate pretty well with each other with that. The Judgment card as well. I do think their marriage is kind of on the rocks over here. Knight of Cups says that, this is something to where the wife is sort of hard on this individual sometimes. They're, a little bit, if you've seen the meme on Instagram where the guy is praying over his sleeping wife and the title is praying that my wife wakes up in a good mood, that's kind of him. It's just the guy's hitting like a bong, and he's like, home, and so it's just praying that the wife wakes up in a good mood. That's a little bit of what they're sort of dealing with. The world says, doesn't really know what's coming in, what's going to happen with all of that stuff, so it's a little bit on the rocky side, and I think they spend as much time away as they can, and probably not a good thing overall. Judgment says they are sort of scanning around, looking for other opportunities at this time. But yeah, Nine of Cups says the wife thinks everything's going okay, but just realizes that, sometimes that's it. All right. So there, here we go. Sometimes you just got to go with what you know. Let's see what is going on. Would you were right to reject S? No, actually. That's the first thing that came intuitively. It's the first thing that came intuitively. I'm sorry if that's not the answer you were looking for. But that's what intuitively I got. Let's see if the cards agree. Let's see if we have the same information, the same opportunities from these cards. That's what my intuition says. You never know. All right. Was I right to reject S? Ace of Cups says, yeah. Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. Actually, yeah, no. No. You sort of have a little bit of that thumbs down on that. I'm sure you had the right reasons. I'm sure it made sense, but you're asking me, was I right to reject S? Four of Wands says if you gave them the opportunity, you could have had a happy home, happy thing, happy family kind of thing. You know, it just feels like that this is somebody that you could have walked through, you could have adventured with, you could have some exciting things happen there. Ace of Cups does say that, yeah, I think things may have a little bit rocky, but Knight of Pentacles says it's almost like that they were sort of feeding off your emotions sometimes, and sometimes, you know, people make mistakes, and sometimes people do the wrong things or what have you, but it just feels like the rejection was an incorrect move. At least that's what the cards and my intuition say, so we're going with both of those. We got Taku is next. A blocked me after the breakup. What is next? I know how you feel. I am completely blocked. But yeah, I know how you feel. I've been there. We've all been there. People just ghost us. You'd be like, why'd you ghost me? You know, I helped you out, walk the dogs. I helped do this and I helped do that, gave you a loan to pay the bills. And, I don't know. But yeah, then they block you anyway. All right. A blocked me after the breakup. What is next? You do have a Princess of Cups over here. It feels like that they blocked you for a reason. They just don't want to deal with it right now. This is something where they don't want to go forth. They don't want to, make things happen at the moment. Three of Pentacles says if you want to work through it, you may have a small opportunity later, but it feels like, I mean, and that kind of is one of those. Princess of Cups, it just feels like they're just not on the same page emotionally as you, and you're going to have to sort of just accept that and move on. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens to all of us. But yeah, you get an opportunity later to work on it at least a little bit. But if you're willing to, I don't know, it just feels like sort of leave them alone for now, right? That Knight of Wands, sort of leave them alone, let them do their own thing. And after a while, they'll realize that they need more Taku in their life, and they will maybe coming back indeed. You do have a little bit of that three. Like, let's work on things. Let's make things happen. Let's get things going with all of that, right? And let's get going with, and will my health be better next year? Now, obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never assume health, vitality, or anything to do with that based upon a random dude on YouTube reading cards on the internet. You just don't do that, right? This is not health advice. It is merely some cards on a table. So yeah, if you're sick, go see a doctor. A doctor is going to help you, not a tarot reader. All right, you haven't been... Oh, Jesus Christ. Andrew, oddly, I know how you feel on that too. I mean... Oh, hang on. Oh, man. Oh, I gotta get some water after that one. I mean, Andrew, Oh, man. I can relate. All right. All right. Anyway, will my health be better next year? Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. Okay, we're going way out on a limb here. I think your health getting better next year is an activity that you have to pursue. This is something where you have to modify maybe diet, maybe what you drink, what we're eating, what we're taking in, as well as sort of an attitude or sort of a healing moment in the body, right? I think that's going to be something that you have to pursue. Six of Cups, sort of seeing somebody about the situation, getting sort of an intervention in the situation, at least a pathway to feel better. Here's what I think you need. I think you need a pathway to feel better. Okay, a pathway to feel better. If there's no pathway, then yeah, you're going to be stuck in a dead end. So yeah, Mina, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Samantha, oh my God, Samantha's back. Woohoo, look at this. All right, but feeling better needs to have a pathway to feel better. You can't just guess. You can't just wait. You can't just hope and dream and all of this other stuff. You have to have a plan of action in order to make this work. Andrea, welcome. How you doing? A Wheel of Fortune says you're going to have to follow that path and make it work, make it function for you. If it's diet, if it's exercise, if it's attitude, if it's whatever it is, you need a pathway to fix your health. And a doctor will be happy to help you with that. Or you can sort of watch some videos, get some symptoms out there, see kind of a plan, at least try a couple of things out maybe independently and see where that is going to take you with that. The Emperor said it is very much up to you for getting your health better. So come up with a plan, come up with a solution, and follow that solution to the letter. And I think that's going to be ultimately where you would like to end up, you know, where you would like to end up. So yeah, we'll see what that. All right, what is W's karma? I have no idea about karma. What do you mean? What is W's karma? You mean, are they going to get struck by lightning because of the evil things they did? Or like, what is the question here? What's the question? I don't know. I don't know what exactly the question is, but we're going to just read what we got. We're going to read the cards on the table as we always do, and hopefully that'll lead us in the direction that we need to be in. Seven of Cups. You know, I really think that if they did something wrong, they've done something wrong to a lot of people. You know, they've made a lot of people. It feels like something's going on with this individual. They really ticked off quite a few people on there, and you're going to have to sort of watch that, and they're going to have to deal with that. They're going to have the repercussions that come with that space. Page of Swords says that there's not really anything that you can do here. It is something where you're going to have to kind of, you know, get that Page of Swords and just sort of watch it happen. It really feels like, again, that this person has ticked quite a few people off, and you know, you gotta go forth and just let it happen the way that it happens. High Priestess says a lot of people know about W. They are aware of the issues here, and you know, I think that they're going to sort of get what they have coming, basically, with that. Kizuwanda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got Nicola. Welcome. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? And let's see. We got another. No, we got one more. Ann. Do I continue to wait for G? How is the progress with reaching out? So we don't have anything. We don't have them reaching out quite yet. Every time you have this reading, you have great cards. So Ann, I wanted, you know, Ann, I honestly want to tell you to stop waiting for G. I mean, I just bottom line, I want to just do that. But every time you have these readings, you get these fantastic freaking cards. I really can't do it. I really can't do it. It feels like that I want to really bad, because you asking about G, reach out, you tried to reach out, they had COVID. You have all these issues back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I feel like they just release them. If they want to come back, that's cool, but you always get these amazing cards with it. Jesus, see, again, you get the Lover's card over here. I mean, there's just a level of heartbreak that is going to be redundant with G. There's a level of frustration, a level of basically maybe anger or anticipation that's never really fulfilled, you know, things like this. A Three of Swords. I'm very upset with the situation. It feels like that things aren't going the way they should be. Page of Wands, I'm waiting for the snail. It feels like the snail's crawling as slow as they possibly can. It's very frustrating many times. Ace of Pentacles, you've tried to reach out, you sort of planned, you try to get all that going, you just have sort of hit a dead end. But the Lovers again says, you know, progress comes. You just be patient with it, release it, and let it go. Progress does come. Progress does avail itself to you. So yeah, the Lovers card. I mean, every time I just want to tell you, you know, the Three of Swords followed by the Death card, maybe the Tower. No, you get the Lovers immediately. I don't know what to tell you, Ann. I don't know what to tell you. And again, I know it's frustrating. I know you've been waiting. I know there's a level of like anticipation that's just never really been fulfilled. And you know, I'm just saying, but every single freaking time you get beautiful cards, even after some of the challenging cards. So the Lovers ended it all. Just be patient. The Lovers will go. The Lovers will make it happen. We got Double Journey. Speaking of Lovers, Double Journey, I love you. Let's go with this deck right here. Everybody's favorite, my friend. The Light Seer Tarot Sideways. Sideways Light Seer Tarot. Yeah, there you go. Bright Lights. Welcome. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? It is hump day, my friends. Hopefully everybody got some humping today. But yeah, we'll see where that takes us. We'll see what kind of adventure that we're on And yeah. All right, we'll see. You know, sure what part you missed. I made T.O. laugh. Yeah, and it's okay. It's sad, but it's hilarious because that was the situation that I got in. Right, I'm expected to continue to do all the things that I do with getting absolutely nothing. So, Andrew, you and I are lost souls on the same journey, apparently. So there we go. All right. When will I go on my 1 month trip to Hawaii in April, late April, early May? The tower. I think this is something that you do need to plan. You do need to get it scheduled out, get it worked out. It's going to be good for you, right? And Neänbrītlights. So thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. But yeah, the Justice card. The Justice card feels like that you do need to sort of not only schedule things out, but you have to get everything coordinated the way it needs to be. I feel like there's a lot of little tricky things happening here. The expenses are going to be a little too much. The season needs to be just right. You want it to where it's not too busy. You want it to where it's going to be a smooth flight. You want all of these things to sort of line up. And to do that takes a lot of planning, a lot of dedication, and you got to go forth and make this happen. King of Swords says sort of getting somebody to help you out, a little bit maybe of a travel guide, what have you. A travel advisor is going to be good because somebody who is very familiar with the area is going to answer a lot of questions that'll save you a boatload of time and will give you a few amenities that you otherwise would not have had. Natural Yogi, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. We got Journey is over there. Will I go on the 1 month Bali art trip? Ooh, art trip. Tell me more. I do love me some art. Tell me more about the Bali art trip. That sounds kind of fun indeed. So yeah. All right. Yeah. Seeing it again makes me laugh once more. Once more. Will I go on the 1 month trip? No, you won't. Okay, there's only so many places you're going to go. Journey. I mean, you do have the word journey. You are kind of that soul who is going to get out and fly and make all of the adventures and all of the right things. But, they're not going to. No. Magician says that you're more concerned about other things. I think really you have some things that really sidetrack your trip, really sidetrack this particular trip, not the Hawaii one. The Queen of Wands says you do give it a try. You got to prioritize which one you want to go through and go to. I think the Hawaii would be significantly better than the Bali art trip unless it's the same one. I don't know. If it's the same one, then yes, because I just told you to micromanage it and all this other stuff. Eight of Swords says you're a little bit restricted. If you're going on two, I don't know. Maybe it's one trip. If it's two trips, you're restricted from the second trip. If it's the first trip, yes, you do. So that's a yes or no question. So there we go. Why is it sideways, T.O.? I'll fix it right now. I'll fix it right now. I'll fix it right now. Let me go and open it up and let me go down there. Where is it at? Where is it at? It is the not the Gentle Tarot. Why do I still have the Gentle Tarot up here? This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing is what it is. Jessica, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I'm looking for it. Okay, here's the Light Seers Tarot. It's like this. All right. Well, shit. Lights. Jesus Christ. Well, hang on. All right. Let me get the Light Seers. You have no idea how ultimately complex I have made. Oh man, no, I'm not going to get it. I completely screwed this up. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get it. I can't fix it. It's going to take more fixing than I have time for right now, but I will eventually fix it one day. I promise. One day I will fix it. And that day is not today. All right. Tanya, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing? You got Emma over here with another donation. Jessica, thanks for your donation as well. But yeah, that is hoping so. The problem with Streamlabs is I have about 1,000 things on this sort of get up, right? And so when I click one thing, it doesn't click the thing I'm trying to click. It clicks something else. So what you got to do is you got to hide every anything except what you're clicking, and then click it and then navigate through it. And it's just a pain in the butt. It's just a pain in the butt. All right, let's go continue the reads. That's more important. Journey, we already did that. And Sarah, we already did that. Backbone. How many are problems with my skin? I don't know. Backbone. Let's see what's going on with that. Let's see what's happening here. We got tons and tons of readings to do tonight. It's the usual busy TO night. You know how it is. Welcome to the show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
So, yeah, you know, it's usually busy. It's always busy. That's a good thing. I love it. Y'all my biggest fans, and I am your biggest fan indeed. I love everybody in chat. I appreciate all of you. I walked in the rain without an umbrella. That is not good. Walking in the rain without an umbrella is never nice. All right. Why am I having so many problems with my skin? You know, this is not a medical reading. This is an entertainment reading. Entertainment purposes only. Oh, man. The Chariot says it's just dry. It's out there. It's just too dry. Maybe some dry treatment, what have you, is going to fix it at least a little bit. You have the Chariot for just a dryness and overall thing. Ten of Swords says that, you know, sort of look at diet as well. You do have sort of what is going into you definitely affects your skin. You know, try more things on that as far as diet is concerned with that. Two of Pentacles says you're just making decisions, you're making choices that are negatively affecting your skin. So that's it. That's the way it goes. That is the way it goes. You know, Paula, what's going on? What is going on? All right, let's see. I think that, you know, that's, at least that's what I think. That's what the cards say. Meeting family after a year. Wow, that is a long time. We're meeting a family. It's been a minute. How are they doing? How is this interaction going to go? Where is this going to take us in the grand scheme of things? Eight of Cups in the Moon. I think somebody guilts you. The bottom line, I think somebody guilts you for this interaction. It feels like that, yo, you haven't seen us in a year. What's going on? Don't you love us anymore? You know, it feels like that Eight of Cups. You've abandoned the family. I think somebody is going to be on that line. They're going to say, yeah, you know, not exactly enthusiastic, not excited about sort of where things are going with that. Oh, the moon does say, right? The moon says most people are glad to see you. Even if they're going to give you a little bit of a hard time, and then they're just happy to see you. I think that's the most important thing, because we do need that. We're sort of embracing the lobster and what have you. The dog wants to eat the lobster, but she's like, no, doggy, don't eat the lobster. Bad doggy. But yeah, that Four of Swords, it's going to be a while before you see him again. So take a lot of pictures, get a lot of good social media shots, and make it happen. I think it's going to be kind of exciting once it gets started. At least that's what I think about all of that. Taku is over there. Was it right to end it with A? And how does A feel? Oh man, A blocked you after a breakup. You know, sometimes people are upset when you dump them. You know, they're upset when you dump them. They're like, screw you. I'm ghosting you. You know, normally it would be wonderful to remain friends, but it is very injurious to the soul sometimes to see the person that you were making mad love to on the couch, they end up dating somebody else. And the other problem is with the whole friends thing is when they're dating somebody else, they don't want to see you around. They don't want to see you around at all. You know what I'm saying? They got a new relationship. They're like, who the hell is this? And they'll be like, yeah, you don't need to see that person anymore. Weren't y'all used to have sex on the couch? And you'd be like, yeah. And they'll be like, well, I don't want to see that. I ain't going to be your friend anymore. So that's the problem. That's the problem. And that's kind of why I have the, I don't want to do the friends thing. I just don't. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't do that. So yeah, I'll be friends if we're friends from the beginning. But if we had a relationship, I can't convert that to friends. That's not going to work for me. All right. Anyway, was it right to end it with A, and how do they feel? Was it right? Yes, you needed to. You have that Ace, A8 of Cups over here. And that is going to be an important card. It's just time to move on, time to move on, time to just sort of make that move with that. And then you have a 7 of Cups as well. I think you have a better relationships on the horizon. So if you're not happy with this one, you can upgrade to relationship 3.0 or what have you. So I do think you have better relationships on the horizon. You may want to pursue those. It's not like that, not like that you can't come back here and there and everywhere. The Emperor says you had to take control of the situation. If you didn't, it would have gotten worse. And that's the bottom line. It would have gotten worse if you didn't take care of it. And a lot of times, people kind of abuse the fact that you are around. So they will basically treat the relationship absolutely horrible because they know you ain't going nowhere. And they'll get lazy, they'll cut off all of the affection, and they won't do anything. They'll contribute absolutely nothing, but expect you to continue to do all of the things that you did, and they know you're not going anywhere, right? And I think that's part of the problem too. And so you have to sort of take a little bit of a break for them to realize that, wow, it was great to have this person in my life. They did this and that. They helped me here and there. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like the grass was greener, but it's not so green anymore. You do have the Emperor. Yeah, it was time to take charge, time to take command of that situation, and you glad you did, right? You're glad you did. Ghosting a bit here and there. Well, there you go. Mina, biggest news in a business and a career for 2023. Let's see where we're going with that. Mina, let's see what kind of adventures you do have waiting for you in the background there. And yeah, see what's there. See what adventures you do have. You have it too. I really think you have a job opportunity that is going to be one of these ideal opportunities that's really going to carry you through. It's really going to get you excited and be pretty enthralled, thrilled about sort of what you're seeing. Queen of Pentacles. This is the job that you need, the job that you want. And yeah, I think that it's going to be very exciting for you. We have a new opportunity, new happy home, happy, consistent, motion, consistent movement with that Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, that too just says that you are going to have this beautiful opportunity. And again, I do think as far as business is concerned, career, you want to take this step. It looks like a little bit of a larger step than what you may have anticipated, but you do want to do it. You definitely want to chase that opportunity indeed, because I like it. I like it a lot. Everything in themes, maybe. By the way, at 2 hours, so 4:30 Central tomorrow, we're going to have my Patreon class about how to combo up cards. Now, this is normally only for Patreon members, but it's open to everybody tomorrow. So be sure to join us. You're going to learn quite a bit. We're going into combos, sort of a middle ground combos, beginner. We're going to go to the super advanced combos. We're going to touch a little bit of everything and get you started, because I think that is it. That is the key to tarot. It's not memorizing 10,000 cards. It's coming up with combinations and understanding how cards interact with each other. That is going to give you the big opportunity that you need to sort of get good at reading. Here we go. Kizuwanda is next. A roomie told me moving out last minute. Okay, why did they tell you last minute? Oh, man. They felt like you were going to get angry or you were going to get upset or something. It really feels like that they just didn't want to break the news to you, right? They wanted maybe to write a note or something and just let you know. But last minute was on purpose. They didn't want the conflict. They didn't want the pursuit. They didn't want the drama, and they thought there was going to be some drama in there. Two of Wands said they already had a foot out the door when they did move out. But yeah, it feels like they didn't want the conflict and making you kind of really pissed off there. Lady, welcome. Good to see you again. How you doing tonight? You got eight of Pentacles, right? They already had some things shuffled around, some things prepared, some things moving and going. So yeah. you know, it's something that was planned, and that's what it is. Neänbrītlights wants a reading. I have no idea what their reading is for. Thank you. Oh, there you go. What are Mark's current feelings for me? No problem that you forgot the question. I wrote a little application that I use that makes everything so much easier. By the way, if you want that application for your stream, you're like, I'd love to have that. Link in the description for where to get that. I wrote it, and it's open source. You download it, you compile it, whatever you need to do, and you can do the same thing that I'm doing. It keeps track of every chat, every donation. It keeps track of all of them, and it will allow you to put chapters in your YouTube video as well, so people can zoom directly to the reading. If you like all of that, please hit that like and sub. I work hard for you. I wrote all of that, and it is ready for you to download right now. Link in the description. All right, Mark's feelings, current feelings for me. A Chariot, Star, Seven of Swords. This is somebody that you're stuck with. I think this is somebody who's excited about you. It's so excited about the interaction. They're sort of thrilled. They're enthusiastic about where this can go, what we can do here. I really think this person is very intent on you. We have the Star, this beautiful connection guided to each other with this. And that Seven of Swords sort of makes up the ground too. It says that we do need to get something done. We do need to get a connection, and it feels very, very powerful indeed. Chariot says they're ready to make a move. They're ready to get the next thing on there, and yeah, I think that feels very good indeed. So this is a beautiful read. I mean, you might as well just put the Lover's card in. You got the Star, the Chariot, chasing the opportunity, chasing the connection, right? And then the Seven of Swords. Be willing to go forth, look into the connection, and dive deep into that. I think that's going to be beautiful. It feels like they have a lot of great feelings for you. Very nice. Very nice. You didn't get all the wild and weird cards. You know what I'm saying? All right. Natural Yogi, though. Any fun stuff for the New Year's weekend? Not really. Feels kind of boring. It feels kind of boring with that. Let's see. You know, just intuitively, Natural Yogi. It feels like there's not a whole lot going on here. Not a whole lot moving with that. But yeah, Ace of Cups. You got a Two of Swords and a Sire of Pentacles. It feels like just sort of eat the comfort food, relax, sort of enjoy yourself. It doesn't have a lot of interest or anything exciting. A Two of Swords, right? It just feels like going out and having the party time may not be the best opportunity for you indeed. Ace of Cups just says, yeah, find something new after the new year, but for the weekend, it feels like sort of just wait, right? Wait and just sort of pull back and don't do anything too drastic, too exciting, or what have you with that. Feels like a little bit of a relaxed kind of weekend, right? It looks like I'm going to be packing up this weekend. So I think I have, other than tarot, I don't have much stuff. So I think I can pack all of it tomorrow, actually. So I'm going to go get some boxes, start loading up and all of that other stuff. Yeah, I'll see where it goes. Anyway, let's see what's going on. We got Jessica is over here with the reads, making it happen. Wondering, do my guides have any message to start the new year off? Well, Jessica, let's see where you're going. Let's see what kind of adventures that you do have for the new year. Let's get you a nice little 2023 in summary in the node as it goes. Nine of Cups. Five of Wands, a Two of Coins, a Five of Coins. It really feels like for money, later in the year, not so good for you. Watch your investments. If you have some outstanding investments, if you have some things that are moving, that are going through, that are sort of getting you where you want to be, you definitely want to sort of make sure at the end of the year you don't have a lot of outstanding things that are risky. It feels like a lot of risk is introduced at the end of next year for no reason. It's all of a sudden like, boom. Here's a weird situation. It feels like you really sort of need to be pulling back. You definitely don't want to be in any high risk things at the end of the year. Five of Wands says there's a lot of competition for work. It feels like at work or sort of at the job or finding a job, there's too much competition. The Five of Wands does say that the level of competition you're going to have around springtime needs to sort of be surrounded by a level of altruism altruism to where it's good competition. You're not taking it personally. You're not pursuing things that are going to be detrimental to other people. You want to be in that teamwork, in that opportunity. You want to have it pretty clear, pretty obvious. You want to chase that as a team player, but it is very competitive indeed, which I think will lean you to the direction of, yeah, I need to be just sort of, knock down, drag out with somebody. I don't think that works for you. Ace of Wands says, be very careful around summertime. I think you have some cool opportunities that you do want to chase. I actually think somebody is leading you into an opportunity, and it is very, very cool, and you really, really enjoy it, but it lasts for so little time that you're just frustrated with it. So be careful of how much dedication, how much push you have in that direction here. Two of Coins says, big decisions must be made in the fall of 2023. Be careful, research things out. Don't make any rushed decisions. Even if it seems like something easy and simple, it's not easy and simple. There is a level of complexity there that you want to embrace before you make any big decisions. Overall, as far as the rest of winter goes, it feels like everything just works. Everything rocks. Everything's nice. It's not a lot of big things that really sort of draw your attention away. It feels like things just function. Things are great. Anyway, that's what I think. That's what I think indeed. Emma, how would a relationship with A look like? It looks good. It looks good intuitively, Emma. I say that it looks great. I'm not saying that this person's like soulmate material or anything. I think it just looks good. It's something to where it's just a steady thing. It feels like a lot of times that you're looking for something steady, something reliable, something stable. And I think this just brings all of those into focus. You have a Four of Cups, an Emperor over here. It does kind of feel too that there's a level of power struggle with this individual. They do want it their way, like the Backstreet Boys. They want it their way. They need some things to happen. They need some things to be on their side, and a lot of times it's just not working for you. Nine of Wands says this person's an injured warrior too. You're going to have to be careful with their emotions. Sometimes you're going to get in a situation where they say something, but they mean something totally different. So you need almost like a level of translation with this individual as it goes. Four of Cups just says there's a lot of factors that you don't like with it. That's everybody, right? You can't just sort of dump somebody because there's an inconvenience or something like that. You got to sort of work it out with that. If you're willing, the Four of Cups, so there is a level of frustration with this individual as well. But if you're just looking for something steady, something reliable, just like, so day-to-day activities, I don't care, whatever, then I think that's nice to have somebody around with that. How successful has D been talking and dealing with other people in D? Let's use the Dark Mansion Tarot for this particular read. It's looking good. Dark Mansion's always an interesting read indeed. All right. Let's see where it is going. Effie, you're moving. Yeah, here's the problem, Effie. I live in a small town, like middle of nowhere town. Here's the problem. They're opening up not one, not two, not five, not seven. They're opening 13 apartment complexes, which is not a big deal. There's apartment complexes here and there and everywhere, but they're all within a mile. I've never seen that. The place is going to look like Manhattan. Like there's 13 apartment complexes. So I'm not sure what exactly is the future of this place. Is it going to be just nothing but a sea of apartments and the house values just go to crap? I have no idea, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to stick around or not. I kind of need a tarot reading from somebody at this point. So I don't know. Is that really just going to tank the value? Is it going to be traffic hell? I mean, it's a small town. They haven't expanded the traffic. It's like back roads. And you're going to have 10,000 people trying to struggle through the same back roads as everybody else. So I don't know. I think it's going to be really bad is what I think. So So I'm thinking about getting out of here while the real estate market is good. Well, I mean, before the real estate market takes a complete dump, it'd be nice to sort of get out of here because I don't know how that's going to be. And yeah, it's not great. Population of my town has tripled into Jesus. No extra facilities. Yeah, that's the problem too. The city is not really expanding anything. They're just like a dump apartment, more apartments. I've never seen apartments like that, right? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so Michelle C., did the house values just tank? Like what happened? All right. How successful has D been? Talking, dating with other people, Hierophant. I mean, I think they've been pretty successful in dating other people. I think this is somebody who attracts people. They have attracted you. I mean, you're kind of in that state where you're addicted to them. I mean, you're not the only one. I'm just saying. People that have the ability to really warm up a relationship, to really draw somebody into a relationship. And, that's kind of exciting. But the problem is if they hook you, they're going to hook somebody else. I mean, that's just the bottom line. So, it is. It went from 280 to 500. It did that anyway, though. I mean, house values kind of doubled anyway. I don't know. I need a tarot reading. Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands. I think they're going to keep coming back to you. I think they're going to keep coming back. They're going to go to this other person. I think they've gone to, okay, I'll be honest with you. Here's my thoughts. Entertainment purposes only, but here are my thoughts. You say they like attention. I think they're going to make a network of people that give them attention. If they need attention on this day, that day, this other day, they're going to go to that person for attention, and they're just going to cycle around, right? So you see this Six of Wands. I'm cycling between people. I have veils on all of this. I have, things going around, and I'm just going around in a circle. In the Knight of Swords, I'm going to go from person to person to person, whoever is basically in that opportunity to give me attention. It feels like they're just building a network to do that. Have you found a place? Yes, I did find a place. And I'm going to go sign a lease tomorrow at my new place. Power of the P. I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. What's taking G so long that I have to wait? Let's see what's going on. A little bit of the romantic tarot right there. So, yeah, Michelle C., I mean, the house values went up anyway. I mean, house values pretty much have doubled. So, I don't know. I'm really confused. I don't know what to do. I guess I have to make up my mind tonight because I'm going to go sign my lease tomorrow. So, anyway, all right. Yeah, everybody draw a card for me. Let me know what I should do. Give me a tarot reading. I need one. All right. What is taking G so long that I have to wait for this individual? What's happening with that? High Priestess. We just had that. That's interesting. We only had the Hierophant. High Priestess over here. Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords. I think they're into somebody else at this point. You got the High Priestess, right? I'm sort of focused on somebody else. Ace of Cups. I found somebody that is intriguing, that is interesting, that sort of pulls me in, that's sort of exciting a little bit, what have you. And they're just sort of, engaged with that, not literally engaged, but they are sort of, just sort of focused on that person indeed. But yeah, you do have a Queen of Swords. It feels like that they just need this other particular individual right now. Again, once they fail, and they will fail with this other individual, I really feel like that. But you have that Queen of Swords. They're going to fail with this other person. They're going to dead end. It's not going to be the opportunity that we need and what have you. So, that's it. That is it indeed. I really think they're interested in someone else right now. That's what I think is taking them so long. Anyway, tarot reader, what is your question? Well, my question is, should I get the hell out of here? Should I move? There's the question. Should I move? That simple question. Should I move? Hit me up on Instagram or email me if you throw a card down for me. I'd greatly appreciate that. We got Power of the P is next. Me and the hubby are together, and he's new to tarot. Can I have a general read? How's he doing at work? and how to continue his awesomeness. All right, well, that's good. You got the good husband, it sounds like Power of the P. Very exciting, very awesome indeed. All right, so let's, here we go. Let's see, general read. Let me reduce the question size. There we go. And see, how's he doing at work and how to continue in his awesomeness? Well, just be yourself. Just be yourself and be awesome. That's what you need at the end of the day. So there we go. All right. You got the strength with the fool. So that's interesting. Sort of embrace what is known, embrace what we have been before. That's sort of cool. I like that. Michelle, thank you so much. All right. We got the, how's he doing his work? How to continue his awesomeness. By the way, we're ending soon. Power of the P will be the last reading tonight. And we'll start packing stuff up tonight and tomorrow. All right. Oh, man. How he's doing at work and how to continue his awesomeness. I really think that innovation is going to be something that makes him stand out more than anybody else. Optimizing what he does, how he does it, as well as coming up with firm plans on basically structured plans on I need to do this, then I need to do that. What are my 3 months goals, my 6 months goals, my year, my 5-year goal kind of thing, right? So it really feels like that you do need to basically just embrace new things. New things are going to make it better, as well as embrace planning. You got a little bit of the king with the fiery action over there. And the more planning, the better off you're going to have it. Because a lot of times we sort of move in random directions. There's a book called, I think, Atomic optimization or something. Anyway, basically you have to move in the direction that you want to go. And if you don't know what the direction is, you just sort of go back and forth and run around. It really doesn't sort of benefit anybody. So definitely have a plan of action, have some strong goals, and have some way to get there and be constantly moving towards those goals and to expand what you have and get better at sort of what you're doing. Overall, the 5 says, money is not really a factor here. It's more of education. It's more of creativeness. It's more of reaching in and pulling out that creative aspect, the creative gene, and using it to your better advantage as well. I really think that's it. A lot of times we think throwing money is just going to work. Throwing money really doesn't really function as well, right? A lot of times like painting. I love painting videos. I've spent a lot of money on painting videos, and at the end of the day, you just have to go paint. You have to do what you need. Atomic Habits. There you go. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you. Reiki, welcome. Thank you for your donation. But yeah, Reiki's got the question for me. Thank you, Reiki. But yeah, that page. Approach things as a child would. Right? With excitement, with adventure, with curiosity. Don't just do things to do it. That is the key point you need to write down. Approach things with a childlike curiosity and enthusiasm. Don't just approach it like I got to do this. Let me click it, right? I think that's going to be very important. I think it's very important indeed. If you have all of those things away and you have all those things moving, I think that's going to be it. All right, a little general about my awesomeness. Let's see what kind of things we have for your awesomeness indeed. I really don't think you can be more awesome than you currently are. Power of the P. I'm just approaching this from a realistic perspective here. I just don't think you can be more awesome. But, maybe the tarot has something. Maybe the tarot has a little bit of wisdom. We'll see. We'll see what's going on with all of that. Carolina Panther, I love having you here. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you doing tonight? It is a beautiful Wednesday evening. Carolina Panther, thank you for joining us. Very, very nice. All right. I'm not getting a positive response if you move. I think you're pushing too hard. It's going to be painful to move. Maybe. A tarot reader. Thank you for your read. I appreciate you. Your awesomeness. I really think that the Two of Cups into this ace feels like that other people have your back. And I think that is the most beautiful part about this. Other people have your back, and they understand how to support you. They understand how to help you. And a lot of times you want to be that independence, right? You want to be, this is how I do things. This is how I approach things. And many times it just doesn't work. It doesn't function. I think take advice from other people, listen to their sort of where they're going, what they're doing, and kind of where they're at. And I think that they have some very good, wise advice, wisdom for you. And I think that's sort of what you want to embrace. Because again, a lot of times you're just like, I need to do this and only this. I need to only do, you know, I really don't think that functions. It really doesn't work. So you do have a level of sort of, I don't know, 5 of there. You know, I really think, I hate to say this, I really think that the more riled up you get sometimes, the better decisions that you make. Right. The more you put emotions into it, the more just emotional you get about things, the better decisions that you make. So don't be afraid to put a lot of emotions into things that maybe seems like something I should calm down and relax. Sometimes you shouldn't. Sometimes you should go for full throttle ahead and, sort of make things work for you instead of against you. At least that's what I think. That's what I think indeed. Andrew, thank you for your reading as well. I greatly appreciate that. Now we got the final reading of tonight is from me, apparently. Reiki, should I sign a lease or not? Might as well use my deck. My deck of cards need to be used on here. Should I sign a lease or should I not sign a lease tomorrow? Because once you sign it, that's pretty much game over. So yeah, we'll see if I should sign it as well. The Lovers, you got a 4 of Wands and a 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands, new happy home, happy family. Okay. A little bit of a wait a little bit. Okay, planning is going to be prudent here. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Where are you going to make happen and what have you? Sort of interesting. I meet somebody at the new location. Well, that's interesting as well. So I meet somebody at the new location, which could be a good thing. Planning is going to be very prudent here, so you don't make any mistakes. But yeah, happy home, happy family, but with the fiery aspect of the 4. New happy home, happy family that adjusts and accommodates into long-term happy home, happy family indeed. So yeah, I think I should. It looks like a yes indeed. We'll go with a thumbs up for myself. Why not? Anyway, thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate your readings and donations tonight. And we will not be here at the regular time tomorrow, but we will be here 2 hours early for a lesson and a class. So join me for that, and we will see you then.
Like a light, lighting up in the dark. You make it right, I forgot how to act. It's so classic. Every time you make me nervous and I lose my words. It's been a while since I forgot the most.